Yom asara betevet. Call this fast Som HaAsiri in the Navi. The 10th month, the fast of the 10th month refers to the fast asara betevet. Tevet is not only the 10th of Tevet, but it's also the 10th month. Shebo, what happened on this day? Shebo samach Nebuchadnezzar harasha al Yerushalayim ve'bi'ah b'masor u'masok. This was the time that Nebuchadnezzar put the city on the siege. He closed off the city of Yerushalayim. That's why we fast today, because this was when the troubles began. This was when the city of Yerushalayim was closed off, and therefore we fast on this day. And he brings down on these days, specifically Ta'anit Tzibur, person has to know it's not just a nice thing to fast, it's a hiyuv, it's an obligation to fast. And therefore everybody has to fast in order that a person should awaken himself. So people should wake up and realize we don't have a Bet HaMikdash, do Teshuvah. B'ezrat Hashem, we pray that Hashem should return it, bring it back. To remind us what our fathers did, the bad things, similar to what we do today. Till we got all these tragedies. When we remember these things, we return to do good. So the main part of the fast is the teshuvah. The fast is only to awaken you to do teshuvah. That's the main part. Of course, both are important. Of course, you have to do both. You can't just do the teshuvah without the fasting, and you can't do the fasting without the teshuvah. So a person has to realize that it's a time of awakening himself to change, to become a better person, to remember the Bet HaMikdash, which is not here anymore, and we pray that it should be rebuilt. Just one halachah in regards to the fast. He brings down, if a person made a beracha on food on the day of Ta'anit Tzibur, not realizing he made a mistake, and he remembers right away before he ate, should have a little bit, taste a little bit from the food, so it shouldn't be beracha lebatala. You didn't lose out on the fast, and still you continue fasting. Not only that, you still considered fasting. You're able to say anenu, no problem. Go up to the Torah, you're still 100% fasting. It's not a problem. So anything again less than a kezai, anything less does not disqualify a person from ta'anit. So a person, of course, should be careful not to eat. But in case he ate a little bit mistakenly, he drank something small or whatever it is, a person should still continue fasting, and it's still considered like a regular fast as long as it was less than either a kezait or a virit.